The definition of camera according to Merriam-Webster, which is an English dictionary, is a device that consists of a light-proof chamber with an aperture fitted with a lens and shutter through which the image of an object is projected onto a surface for recording, as on photosensitive film, or an electronic sensor, or for translation into electrical impulses, as for television broadcasts. Well, good. That's what science or logic says about it. But for me, it's something else. It's a new world of happiness. This little and big and sometimes huge black thing is incredible and awesome, honestly. It can capture the beauty of the moment for a lifetime. It can do lots of stuff. It can bring you back in time to those wonderful memories that we all cry over when we remember that friend that stood by our side. And inventing cameras basically created a whole new field for people to be interested in, like photography or videography, etc. You got the point. The camera was actually invented to preserve an image, and by that time when people didn't have a camera in their life, they had to paint in order to preserve an image. Well, fun fact, I once in my entire life owned a camera. I tried to look for it because I wanted to show it for you guys, and guess what? I was lucky enough to find it. That is not even a camera, because it was damaged and it's old as heck and it's basically like a toy, and I managed to find some information about it on the internet, and I found a website that tried to sell it for $10, which is pretty cheap, and this camera quality basically is not really that good. And something else that you should know: when I was a kid, I used to play with my mom's and dad's phone camera so freaking much and act like I was shooting a professional video or I was a professional photographer, and apparently that was my first obsession. Well, here are some pics which I thought they were great, and turned out they weren't at all. Now, I know what's going in your head. What's your favorite camera then, after all of that? Well, the answer is this one. Sony A7S III, which pretty much costs $3,500. Like, imagine that number, guys. It's so expensive, honestly. I mean, we're all broke. Me, myself, I can't even afford this. At the end, I just want to say that I love cameras. An update on my process of learning editing: I started learning DaVinci Resolve 16 through YouTube crash courses, but I'm still on the same video till now, but I learned so much in just about 5 or 4 days, and it was fascinating. But the media offline problem has been pissing me off, and I tried to solve it by myself. I tried all the methods that I could find on the internet, but none of them worked for me. But I decided at the end to ask a professional person in order to do it for me. Hopefully this would work. And hopefully I would carry on learning and become an icon in this industry, hopefully. So till now, bye.